Okay, this is going to be part 2 on making an old western gun belt out of basically budget leather, vegetable tan splits. So last time we cut out all our pieces and marked a few spots. Now we're going to mark on the main belt part where our where is my scratch ball? There it is. I'm going to mark where we're going to put our belt billet. So I'm just eyeballing this. You can make your pattern if you want to and get this a little more precise, but I'm going to mark the ends of my stitching here just so I have reference points. I'm going to mark my hole where my Chicago screw is going to go in. Now I think I'm just going to go ahead and mark my groove line places where I want holes for stitching. Again, I'm just eyeballing this. After a while you can get pretty consistent doing it that way. Otherwise you can use stitching chisels. But I guess I won't probably be using any of them in this project. Unless I decide to stitch my bullet loops on, but I was thinking I'd just weave them in and out of the belt to make it easier if somebody's never done this before. But I got marks where I need to punch bigger holes in that, and marks in this one where I need to punch holes. Now, another thing when we get to the bullet loops that I need to be really careful of, and you will too, is when you're putting your bullet loops on, if you're right-handed, you're going to want them high with this side of the belt. You don't want them high because I'm right-handed, so I'm going to start like back here, and I'm going to want them on the top. If you're not paying attention and put them on the bottom, all of a sudden you just made a left-handed belt, and your billet's going to come in on the wrong side. So you got to watch that. I can't say that I haven't made that mistake. Actually, twice. On the last gun belt I did that again. Okay, another thing we need to mark is where this part of your belt is going to come through on your belt keeper. So what I do, I line up my ends and I just eyeball, and I'll make a mark in the center of that with my awl. This is a C.S. Osborne scratch awl. I got these off of Amazon in a twin pack. Really good quality, heavy duty. I have no complaints about them whatsoever. They're really nice awls. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, flip this over. We're going to take our buckle, which we're going to want just in, at least this is the way I do it. I like it just inside from that edge. I don't want it right up to it. I want it just inside a little bit. And then I kind of line up this and eyeball it. That's about where I want it. I'm going to line up this again. Then you make sure that you're pretty straight and square and everything. I'm going to take this and just make sure. Yep, that's where I want it. And then you push hard enough to get through all 3 plies of leather. And mark your holes. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. Not too good, but I can see it. I'll make them a little bigger. Yeah, there we go. So that'll be where we'll punch a hole, which will probably be in the next video of where that's going to go. Okay. So next, I guess, well, I don't have my leather picked out for the bullet loops yet, so I guess I will have to do another short video on cutting that out. So if you're doing something other than a 22, like a 45 or a 38, 357, whatever, you can pick thinner parts out of this same leather. Like this part here is thinner where we cut these out of. It's not near as thick as this. They're a little inconsistent, but you know, $30 for probably 24 square feet of leather, that's really cheap, especially of this quality. I know it doesn't have the top green. I sound like I work for Springfield, but they sell really nice stuff at an affordable price, and you can't hardly get this nice of leather at that price. I know it doesn't have the top green, but it's nice. This is off from Weaver. It's a part of a strap belly. I'll do a video on what those are. Otherwise, you can look up strap bellies on Weaver's YouTube page. They got a video about them. But this is really nice leather too. I think this is Weaver Select. This is Herman Oak, which I could never afford to buy except in this form. But it's just, I can't get over what a nice piece of leather it is for being a split. Anyway, that's enough talking about the good parts of this kind of leather. Alright, I think that's it for this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.